Good day everyone! Welcome to Teacher Eva's Math Videos. Today you are going to learn about identifying and writing equivalent ratios. And for our lesson objectives, at the end of this video lesson, pupils are expected to identify and write equivalent ratios and express ratios in lowest term or in simplest form. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. But before we proceed to identifying and writing equivalent ratios, let us first review the definition of ratio. Ratio is defined as the comparison of two or more quantities. Now, if you can still remember that ratio can be written in three different forms. We can write it in word form, column form, and fraction form. So, let's try using this picture. Now, let us find the ratio of the following. First, what is the ratio of dogs to pigs? Second, what is the ratio of pigs to cats? And the last one, what is the ratio of cats to all the animals? Okay, let us answer the ratios using word form, column form, and fraction form. Okay, for number 1, in word form, the ratio of dogs to pigs, the answer is 6:3. Why 6:3? Because there are 6 dogs and 3 pigs. Okay, how about column form? That is 6:3. Or, if we are going to simplify, kung atin pong isi-simplify, ito po ay magiging 2:1. Why 2:1? Meron silang common factor na 3. Okay, so, the lowest term or the simplest form for 6:3 is 2:1. Okay, how about fraction form? Using fraction form, that is 6/3 or 2/1. Okay, next, let's go to number 2. The ratio of pigs to cats. So, there are 3 pigs and 7 cats. So, that is 3:7. How about in column form? Yes, that is 3:7. While in fraction form, that is 3/7. Next, last one, the ratio of cats to all the animals. There are how many cats? There are 7 cats. And then, to all the animals, how many animals are there in all? There are 16. Okay, so that is 7:16. While in column form, okay, that is 7:16. While in fraction form, 7/16. Okay, do you have the same answer? Very good. Okay, let us proceed to our topic about identifying and writing equivalent ratios. By the way, what is equivalent ratios? Ano nga bang equivalent ratios? Equivalent ratios are ratios that have the same value when simplified. In other words, kapag nilowest term or sinimplified natin ang mga ratios at nag-arrive tayo or nakakuha tayo ng parehong value or equivalent, ibig sabihin nun, ang mga ratios na yon ay equivalent ratios. Next, equivalent ratios can be obtained by multiplying or dividing both sides by the same non-zero number. In other words, para makuha ang equivalent ratios, kailangan i-multiply o i-divide ng parehas na number ang given na ratios. Let's have an example. Let's start with this word problem.
2 eggs are needed to make 7 pancakes. How many eggs will be needed for 28 pancakes? Okay, 2 egg daw ang kakailanganin para makagawa ng 7 na pancakes. Ilan namang eggs ang kakailanganin para makagawa ng 28 na pancakes? So, para masagot natin ang ating problem, we are going to make a table like this. Okay. So, sa bawat 2 egg ay mayroong 7 na pancakes na magagawa. Okay. Ngayon, kung dudublehin natin ang egg na ito times 2, magiging 4 na eggs. So, kung dinoble natin ang eggs, dudublehin din natin ang pancake. So, 7 times 2, the answer is 14. So, sa bawat 4 na egg, mayroong 14 na pancakes na magagawa. How about kung triplehin naman natin ang 2 na ito? 2 times 3, the answer is 6. Ayan. Kung 6 na egg, ilang pancake naman ang magagawa niya? So, iti-triple din natin ang 7. So, 7 times 3, the answer will be 21. Okay. Now, apatin naman natin ang 2 na ito or atin pong i-multiply sa 4. 2 times 4, magiging 8. Ayan. So, kung inapat natin ang 2, ganun din po ang 7. I-multiply natin siya sa 4. 7 times 4, magiging 28. Ang 28 na pancakes, kakailanganin ang 8 na eggs. So, therefore, 8 eggs will be needed to make 28 pancakes. Okay. Now, take a look at the ratios. 2/7, 4/14, and 6/21, and 8/28. What do we call these ratios? Ano po ang tawag natin sa mga ratios na ito or fractions na ito? They are all equivalent fractions or ratios. They are all equivalent ratios. Okay, among the ratios, sa mga ratios na nandito, 2/7 or 2/7 is the simplest form. Ito po ang pinaka-simplest form or pinaka-lowest term. Naka-lowest term na siya. Okay, now, paano nga ba nakuha natin ang equivalent ratios ng 2/7 na ito? Paano naging 4/14? 6/21 at 8/28. We use multiplication or nag-multiply tayo. 2/7, minultiply natin siya sa 2. Okay? And the answer is 4/14. 2 times 2, the answer is 4. 7 times 2, the answer is 14. Kaya tayo merong 4/14 or 4:14. Okay, 2/7 and 4/14 are equivalent ratios. Next, we multiply 2/7 by 3. 2 times 3, the answer is 6. 7 times 3, the answer is 21. So, 2/7 is equal to 6/21. And then, we multiply 2/7 by 4. 2 times 4, the answer is 8. 7 times 4, the answer is 28. So, meron tayo ditong 8/28. Now, we can say that 2/7, 4/14, 6/21, and 8/28 are equivalent ratios. We can also get the other equivalent ratios by multiplying the ratios by 5, by 6, by 7, and so on and so forth. Continuous po yan. Walang katapusan. Now, if ang given natin ay nasa higher term or malaking number. And you need to find the smaller term or yung simplified term. So, anong kailangan natin gawin? Yes, we are going to use division or we are going to divide. Okay, for example, 4 over 14. What do you think is the number that can be divided by 4 over 14? Yes, they can be divided by 2. Okay, now, 4 divided by 2, the answer is 2. 14 divided by 2, the answer is 7. So, 4 over 14 is equal to 2 over 7. What about 6 over 21? Okay, so, they can be divided by 3. Okay, or their GCF is 3. So, let us divide. 6 divided by 3, the answer is 2. 21 divided by 3, the answer is 7. Okay? So, 6 over 21 is equals to 2 over 7. Okay, another one. 8 over 28. Oh, what number can be divided by 8 and 28? Yes, they can be divided by 4. Okay, or their GCF is 4. So, 8 divided by 4, the answer is 2. 28 divided by 4, the answer is 7. So, 8 over 28 is equals to 2 over 7. So, we can say that 2 over 7 or 2 is to 7. 4 over 14 or 4 is to 14. 6 over 21 or 6 is to 21. And 8 over 28 are called equivalent ratios.
At ang 4 over 14, 6 over 21, and 8 over 28 ay may pare-parehas na simplest form kapag ni lowest term, which is 2 over 7.
Let's try another example on writing equivalent ratios. You're going to give the first 4 equivalent ratios of the following. Kukunin ang unang 4 na equivalent ratios ng mga given na ito.
Okay, let's try number 1. 3/4 or 3:4. As you can see, ang 3/4 or 3:4 ay isa siyang lowest term na or nakasimplify na ang ratio na ito. So, ano po ang gagawin natin para makuha natin ang kanyang equivalent ratios? Yes, kailangan nating mag-multiply. Okay, i-multiply natin sila, ang 3 at 4, sa parehas na number. Okay, so ano po ang pinakamaliit na number na pwede nating i-multiply? Siyempre, yun po ay 2. Hindi naman pwede ang 1. Okay, let us multiply them by 2. Okay, 3 times 2, the answer is 6. 4 times 2, the answer is 8. Okay, so 3/4 is equal to 6 over 8. Okay, next, let's try multiplying 3 and 4 by 3. Okay, so 3 times 3, the answer is 9. 4 times 3, the answer is 12. So, 3/4 or 3:4 is equal to 9 over 12. Next, na-multiply na natin sa 2 at saka sa 3. Next, multiply naman natin ang 3 at 4. 3 at 4 sa 4. Okay, 3 times 4, the answer is 12. 4 times 4, the answer is 16. So, 3/4 is equal to 12 over 16. Okay, next, let us multiply 3 and 4 by 5. Okay, so 3 times 5, the answer is 15. 4 times 5, the answer is 20. So these are the first 4 equivalent ratios of 3/4 or 3:4. Next one, 4:1 or 4 over 1. Para makuha ang equivalent ratios ng 4:1, kailangan nating mag-multiply. Okay, so let's start with multiplying 4 and 1 sa 2. Okay, 4 times 2, the answer is 8. 1 times 2, the answer is 2. Okay, next, let us multiply 4:1 by 3. So, 4 times 3, the answer is 12. 1 times 3, the answer is 3. Okay, next, let's multiply 4 and 1 by 4. So, 4 times 4, the answer is 6. 1 times 4, the answer is 4. Okay, next, multiply naman natin ang 4:1 sa 5. So, 4 times 5, the answer is 20. 1 times 5, the answer is 5. So, these are the first 4 equivalent ratios of 4:1, and they are all equivalent ratios. Okay, next, we are going to write the first 3 equivalent ratios of the following. As you can see, ang 18/24 ay higher term siya. So, pwedeng ang sagot natin, ang kanyang equivalent ratios ay pwedeng mas mataas pa sa 18/24 or pwede rin namang mas mababa or smaller term or nakasimplify na siya. Ano po? So, anong gagawin natin para makuha ang smaller term na equivalent ratios kung kinakailangan natin or kapag smaller term or simplest form ang kailangan natin? So, we need to divide. Gagamitan natin ang division. Magdi-divide po tayo. Pero bago yan, alamin muna natin ang common factor ng 18 at 24. Ano-ano nga po ba ang kanilang common factor? Okay. So, ang factors ng 18 ay 2, 3, 6, 9, at 18. Ano naman po ang factors ng 24? Ang factors ng 24 ay 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. Ngayon, kunin natin ang kanilang common na factor. Ang common factor ng 18 at 24. Ano-ano po ba dyan ang may common sa kanila? Okay, yun po ay 2. Okay, ano pa? Meron tayong 3. Ayan. At meron pang 6. Okay, so ayan po ang common factors ng 18 at saka 24. Sunod. Gumawa tayo ng table. Okay, like this. Okay? Una, i-divide muna natin ang 18 at saka 24 sa kanilang common factor na 2. Okay. So, 18 divided by 2, the answer is 9. Sunod, 24 divided by 2, the answer is 12. Okay. So, 18/24 ay equal sa 9/12. Sunod, ang 18/24 naman, i-divide natin sa 3 kasi yun ang kanyang sunod na common factor. Okay, so 18 divided by 3, the answer is 6. Sunod, 24 divided by 3, the answer is 8. Okay. Ang sunod na ating i-divide ay ang 6 kasi yun ang sunod na common factor. Okay, divide natin siya sa 6. 18 divided by 6, ang sagot ay 3. Ang 24 divided by 6, ang sagot naman ay 4. So, these are the equivalent ratios of 18/24. Ang 9/12, 6/8, and 3/4. And 18/24, 9/12, 6/8, and 3/4 are equivalent ratios.
Okay, you are now familiar on how to write the equivalent ratios. Now, let's proceed to identifying equivalent ratios. Paano natin malalaman kung ang given ratios ay equivalent? Okay, there are two methods on how to identify equivalent ratios. And those are cross-multiplication method and using means and extremes. Let's have an example. Number 1. 8 over 12 and 4 over 6. Okay. Paano natin malalaman kung sila ay equivalent ratios? How are we going to identify if they are equivalent ratios? Gagamitan natin sila ng cross-product method. Okay. When we say cross-product method, we are going to cross-multiply 8 times 6. The answer is 48. And then 12 times 4, the answer is 48. 48 is equal to 48. Then, we can say that 8 over 12 is equal to 4 over 6. And they are equivalent ratios. Okay? Let's have another one. 3 over 10 and 8 over 30. Okay. Now, using cross-multiplication method, we are going to cross-multiply 3 times 30. The answer is 90. 10 times 8, the answer is 80. 90 is not equal to 80. Then, we can say that 3 over 10 and 8 over 30 are not equivalent ratios because their cross product are different. Magkaiba ang kanilang cross product. Okay? Now, let's go to number 3. 2 is to 14 is equal to 1 is to 7. Okay. Now, we are going to use the means and extremes method. Okay, now what do we mean by means and extremes? Ano po bang ibig sabihin ng means and extremes? So when we say means, those are the two inner numbers. Yun po yung dalawang number na nasa loob. Okay, so yun po yung 14 at saka yung 1. Those are the means. So we are going to multiply 14 times 1. The answer is 14. Now, let's go to extremes. Ano po ba ang extremes? So when we say extremes, those are the two outer numbers. Yun po yung dalawang number na nasa labas. So yun po yung 2 and 7. So we are going to multiply 2 times 7. That is equal to 14. So 14 is equal to 14. Therefore, 2 is to 14 is equal to 1 is to 7, and they are equivalent ratios. Another example, 15 is to 10 is equal to 3 is to 2. Okay, we are going to use the means and extremes method. Okay, when we say means, yun po yung nasa loob na dalawang number. Yun po yung 10 and 3. So, we are going to multiply 10 times 3. The answer is 30. Okay. Next, we are going to multiply the extremes. Yung extremes naman, yung dalawang outer numbers. Yun po yung 15 at saka 10. So, 15 times, 2. 15 times 2, the answer is 30. Okay? So, 30 is equal to 30. Therefore, 15 is to 10 and 3 is to 2 are equivalent ratios because their product are the same. Magkaparehas ang kanilang product. So, yun po ang mga paraan para ma-identify ang mga ratios kung sila ay equivalent ratios using cross-multiplication method and using means and extremes method. Now, let's have an activity. For activity number 1, determine whether the following pair of ratios are equivalent. Write equal sign in the blank if the given pair of ratios are equal, and not equal if not. Okay, number 1. 4 is to 6, blank 2 is to 5. Are they equal or not? 10 seconds to answer. Go! Okay, what is the answer? The answer is not equal. Why? Because the product of the means and extremes are different. The product of the means is 12, while the product of the extremes is 20. So, 4:6 is not equal to 2:5. Did you get the same answer? Very good. Number 2. 3/5 blank 10/20. Are they equal or not? 10 seconds to answer. Go. Okay, what is the answer? The answer is not equal. Why? Because their cross product are different. Magkaiba po ang kanilang cross product. The product of 3 times 20, the answer is 60, while 5 times 10, the answer is 50. So, 3:5 or 3/5 is not equal to 10/20. Did you get the same answer? Very good. Let's go to number 3. 10/18 blank 5/9. Okay, are they equal or not? 10 seconds to answer. Go. Okay, what is the answer? The answer is equal. Okay, why equal? Because their cross product are the same. The product of 10 times 9, the answer is 90, while 18 times 5, the answer is 90. Therefore, 10/18 is equal to 5/9. Did you get the same answer? Very good. Let's have activity number 2. You're going to choose the letter of the correct answer. Okay, number 1. Which of the following are the first 3 equivalent ratios of 5/6? Is it A, 2/3, 3/4, and 4/5? Or letter B, 10/12, 15/18, and 20/24? I'll give you 20 seconds to answer. Okay, what is the correct answer? The correct answer is letter B. Okay. Did you get the same answer? Very good. Next, number 2. Which of the following are the first 3 equivalent ratios of 1/3? Is it A, 2/6, 3/9, and 4/12? Or letter B, 1/2, 1/4, and 1/5? I'll give you 20 seconds to answer. Go. Okay, what is the correct answer? The correct answer is letter A. Did you get the same answer? Very good. Let's have activity number 3. Give the first 3 equivalent ratios of 30/50 by using division. Okay, so first we are going to get the factors of 30 and 50. What are the factors of 30? Those are 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30. While 50, the factors are 2, 5, 10, 25, and 50. Now, kailangan natin kunin ang kanilang common factors. What are the common factors of 30 and 50? Those are 2, 5, and 10. Yun po ang kanyang common factors. Now, we can divide 30 over 50 or 30 and 50 by their common factors na 2, 5, and 10. So, 30 over 50 or 30 and 50, divide natin sa 2, the answer will be 15 over 25. Okay, next, if we are going to divide 30 and 50 by their common factors na 5, the answer will be 6 over 10. If we are going to divide 30 over 50 by their common factors na 10, the answer will be 3 over 5. So those are the first 3 equivalent ratios of 30 over 50 by using division. So 15 over 25, 6 over 10, and 3 over 5 are the first 3 equivalent ratios of 30 over 50 by using division. Again, let us answer this question. How do we identify and write equivalent ratios? To identify equivalent ratios, we can use cross-multiplication method and using means and extremes. And to write equivalent ratios, just simply multiply and divide the given ratio both sides by the same non-zero number. Okay, now let's have an assessment. You're going to answer the following. Okay, I'll give you time to answer. Ipopost nyo muna ang video na ito and then, kapag tapos na, you can continue the video to check if your answers are correct. Now, let us check your answers. Number 1, what is the answer? The answer is letter A, 17 over 34 and 1/2. Okay, number 2, the answer is letter B, 5:2. Okay, number 3, the correct answer is letter A, that is equal. Number 4, the correct answer is letter C, 1/5 or 1/5. And number 5, the correct answer is true.
Did you get perfect scores? Very good.
Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have learned a lot. Bye! Till our next video lesson.